Well, as you know, it's pretty easy to create a product in Cart66. And the last product we created was an ebook. But what if you want to do more than that? I'm going to also add another ebook, but this time add a variation to it. I'm going to start a course with our files section like we did last time. And you've seen this before now, so it becomes pretty familiar. Come in and look for the file that I'm looking for. And when I find the file, and I upload it, I'm going to go create a new product. This is the Done book that I've written. I'm going to come over to products. I'm going to add a new product. Now, so far we're doing the exact same thing we did digitally. In fact, I can come into the digital section and I can find the Done and attach it. And all of this is the same. I'm going to hit save just to make sure that that's there. But I'm going to come in now and introduce the next step. Now, this particular book is a book about high-performing cultures and high-performing teams. And so logically, if you're reading this and you decided that you wanted to get a team together to talk about how to use this information in practical ways, at the end of each chapter there are a set of questions. But if you wanted to add a discussion to this, well, then you'd have to pay more than $10. And so what I'm going to do is introduce a variation. Now, you could consider variations for other kinds of products other than just an attachment to an ebook. You could consider the variation of t-shirt sizes or colors or what have you. In this case, I'm going to create my own. Now, you'll notice that there are different kinds of variations. I'm going to do a choice-based one, which is a radio button. It's really simple, but you could do text-based variations as well. Text-based variations might be particularly useful if you wanted to say, add some text to what would show up on a t-shirt, on the back of a t-shirt, or on the front, in the corner, or on a hat, etc. But in this case, I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to add the label for it so that I remember what it is. And in this case, it's let's say it's ebook extras, and I'm going to say it's a radio button. This means a radio button means I can only pick one of the options, and so I'm going to hit save here. Right now, notice I'm not going to mark required. This is an extra, so you don't have to do it. And I'm going to hit save, and now I'm going to add the choice. And in this case, I'm going to add a couple choices. So I want to say if you bought the book, that's one thing. But if you bought the book and you want to have a single conversation, right, which is a coaching call, right, I'm going to say what we're going to do is we're going to increase from the base amount. And I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to charge you an additional $150. And you and I can talk about this ebook and how you could use it with your team. I'm going to hit save. That's one additional choice, but I'm going to add another choice, and that is a team discussion. The team discussion is also going to be a change, only this time it's going to be more expensive. All right, so if you want to buy the book, it's $10. If you want to buy the book and talk with me about it in such a way that you could implement it in your organization, it's $150 plus the $10. And if you want to do something where you have me join your team and we walk through some of the material, it's $350 plus the $10. With that, I have created the product, and if I come back and take a look at products, here's my book, and when I step into it, you'll see now not only do I have the digital file, but I have the variation as well. And when I come to take a look at these variations, you'll see that I have the options that we just described. And that's how we create variations here in Cart66, the Cloud Edition.